Well, hello and welcome to the Cosmic Echo Tarot Experience. And it is that. It is an experience. It's a reading which connects historic cycles of frequency through your repeating tarot energy. You and your life are an echo of past energy. What we experience in this lifetime is not new. It feels new, but we're experiencing ancient energetic frequencies which have been repeating again and again and again for thousands, maybe millions of years, and we see them as new because our lifetime is such a sliver of time. Each life is an echo of some last time. So, using tarot as a tool, I locate the current frequency. Once found, I use other tools to tell the story. That's really important because I want to tell a story. I want not just to dump the tarot into your lap and say, hey, do with it what you want. I try to give you some substance, some additional information to kind of draw a picture so that you not only have an idea about the tarot energy, but that you also have kind of a connection, historic connection with the energy. So, using tarot as a tool, I locate the current frequency. Once I get there, I use it's a two-step metaphysical process, okay? I begin with 3 tarot cards. Each card has its own frequency. I only need 3. I've done tarot for over 20 years, found out it doesn't predict anything, at least from my point of view anyway. But it does talk about a very important power. It's the science of potential, your potential to manifest, your potential to create pictures in your head from you, not some sort of tech device. If the information comes from outside of you to you, that's not powerful. But if it comes from within you, you kind of reorganize it, reformat it, and then put it out into the world. That's where the power is. That's where the juju is. So again, I use the 3 cards. Each frequency I blend into the other so that you have one unified frequency. That's your destination, okay? That's the destination of this reading. I use astrology and historical images. They could come from the news today or 100 years ago. It doesn't make any difference. Again, I want to convey to you the feeling of the frequency. It's so very, very, very important to help you imagine the essence of that energy and how to use this repeating tarot energy in the best way possible. So the information has to be simple, clear, powerful. No fantasy, no unicorn stuff, no rainbows, none of that woo-woo stuff. Don't do that. In this reading, it's the matrix revealed in repeated cosmic cycles. Literally, what we're doing is bringing ancient frequencies into your life today. Remember, it's about your choice. It's about your potential. Now, knowing the repetitive energetic patterns around you enables you to use these ancient frequencies to your benefit. Think of it as a map, okay, leading you to your destination. That's what the astrology and the numerology does because they're about cycles. For example, 1776, America declares its independence, the American Revolution. 2 planets were in a particular position when that happened. It was Pluto and Uranus. Pluto is evolution, Uranus is revolution. That's what the whole thing was about. In fact, the French Revolution happened a couple of years later. It still carried over that energy. Evolution, revolution. Well, it takes 250 years for Pluto to go all the way around our solar system. So you go from 1776, 250 years, you come to 2026. And you find that Pluto and Uranus are in the same spot they were in 1776. Look what we have. Evolution and revolution. Things have to change. We understand. And we're taking a look at what we really need to live a meaningful life. Everything's up for grabs. Everything. There's the repeated energy. There's the history. There is this cycle type stuff, right? So we're going to talk about tarot as the destination, the numerology and astrology, the imagery. That's the map. This unique package helps you to activate your spiritual kryptonite. You got kryptonite. You got the power. You got the juju. Ride this cosmic wave. It'll give you the best destiny possible. Alrighty, so we got this whole thing all set up very nicely. We're going to get into it. We're going to start digging in, but I want to take this opportunity just again to remind you for clarification. Let's go to cosmic cycles. Astrology is a kind of alchemy. It's cyclical by nature. Literally, what goes around comes around. It's true. You just got an example of it. It's understanding and knowing these cycles that give us the pulse of the matrix we are living in. It gives us a chance to reflect, to look back, to go, no shit, that's what they were doing. We're kind of doing the same thing now. Okay, that gives my tarot energy more focus. It permits us to feel and focus on the power of the tarot. The combination of those two things, the tarot, the metaphysical astrology, numerology, the combination of those things give us a deep power to control our destiny. It's really, really important stuff. So I just want to kind of, again, set the stage so you know where this ride is going to go. But first, I want to let you know that we do have an email, or I have an email, tau-tarot at proton.me, tau-tarot at proton.me. Feel free to write. It can be nice, it can be mean, it can be nasty, positive, negative, doesn't make any difference. I'm reaching out. I do check it at least every other day, sometimes more often. And I will respond. We'll appreciate, even if it's rough, that you are reaching back. That's tau-tarot at proton.me. All right, so let's get to the astrology, numerology if it applies as well. We begin in phase one. Astro hits. The best way to summarize the astrology is forgetting your name. You go, what the hell are you talking? We can forget your name. We're talking about what you really need to live a good life, a decent life. Well, if you forget your name, you forget your identity, you forget your purpose, you forget your focus, you're lost. And the possibility of finding out what you really need in your life disappears. So, the point of this reading is, what do you really need in life? Next year, 2026, is going to test that idea. You think you need this. You think you need that. You think, because you've been told. That's what you've been brainwashed into believing. 2026 will say, hey, let's take a second look. And looking at the energy, we have all the far planets, Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter. They're all eventually, by the middle of 2026, going to be in either air signs or fire signs. Now, from an astrological point of view, people will go, oh, geez, that's really nice. All this friendly energy that you're going to have together because, of course, fire and air get along pretty well. The only thing is that people who are familiar with, chimneys, campfires, so on and so forth, you know that when the fire starts to die down, what do? You give it more air, more oxygen. Same thing happens with the planets in fire and air signs. You give it more oxygen. It's not quite ideal. Oh, the energy's all working together, but it depends where the energy is. A famous visionary, seer, Baba Vanja, said many years ago that 2026 would be the year a nation forgets its name. It loses its vision. And wherever it goes, the rest of the world will follow. Fascinating idea. A nation forgets its name. And it's a powerful country. Think of all the countries in the world forgetting your name. Let's see, Russia. What is the name? Doesn't really mean anything. England doesn't mean anything. Venezuela really mean anything. United States. That's making a statement. United States. We forget that, and whichever way we go, the rest of the world will go. Interesting concept. Like I said, 2026 is going to be a really interesting year. The year that maybe we forget our name as a country. My. Let's go to the existential point. A number of years ago, billionaire Larry Ellison bought 98% of Lanai. That's Hawaii's sixth largest island. He got the resorts, the housing, the infrastructure, the whole thing. 98% of the island. So now the 4,000 people who live there live under his ownership. He controls every part of their life. One man. One man. United States. Doesn't sound very united. It sounds more dictatorial, at least in Lanai, Hawaii. And that's apparently what every billionaire wants. Let's go to Picture Perfect. Boy, they love to pick on this guy. I'm not saying that Vladimir Putin is a good guy. Wouldn't assume to make that comment. He's like every other human being at least, and we're all screwed up in our own ways. He may be worse than most, but he's good for Russia. Why? Because he stands up for Russia, which is more than we can say about our politicians here in the United States. And because he stands up for Russia, that means he stands against other people. One of the problems that Russia suffered with the communists, the Bolsheviks, and for a while after was the fact that they were controlled by world bankers, Jew bankers, like we are here in the United States. You see what happens? I mean, my God, it's Israel first, America, who cares? It's because the Jews control every part of our government, every part of our life. Putin said when he took over, you guys get the hell out. In fact, he took on Jacob Rothschild, said, get out. Well, you know what happened once he got rid of the Jew bankers and usury? Russia flourished. I mean, like fast. In fact, the same thing was going on in Germany once Hitler took over, and for the same reasons. He arrested, as far as I know, he's the only world leader ever arresting a Rothschild. So when they paint these people as bad people, I'm to the point now where I go, okay, they're not perfect. I get it. But are they the jerks that they're painted to be? Very often, no. What they've done is just piss off the Jew bankers. When you do that, all I have to say is Muammar Gaddafi. Let's go to Naked History. Wow. So they do this whole flu thing that's taking the place of COVID. Guess what's happening? The health people in Britain are saying, this flu jab thing, not good. Not good. Making people sick, killing people. So the health officials in the UK have said, give it a little time, this flu vaccine shit, because you may be setting yourself up for something that's not so good. Just a word of advice. Let's get to the tarot. This is the heart, right? This is our destination. 3 cards. We begin with the 3 of Pentacles. Nikola Tesla really had a thing for the number 3. I mean, really had a thing for the number 3. He wasn't the only one. Einstein did as well. A lot of other people. There's some sort of a magic to the number 3. And in the case of tarot, it is the combination of mind, body, spirit. Yeah, I know they show 3 people getting together. It's the 3 parts of the human being, mind, body, spirit. They're unified. They're working together. It's like an 8-cylinder engine where you have all the cylinders working together in perfect unison. When you have that, man, you got a hell of an engine on your hands. Same thing here for a human being, the 3 of Pentacles, mind, body, spirit, all unified. Remember, we're still focused on what you really need to live a quality life. And I'm not talking about things. I'm talking about, do you want friendship? Do you want love? Do you want connection? Do you want health? Do you want peace in your life? Those are the values. And that's what we're talking about, 3 of Pentacles. We're talking about values. Your value system lines up. Next card is the Page of Swords. Pages always change the storyline. You're headed in one direction in like a detective mystery or a murder mystery. You go, oh, I never see that coming. But it's been there all along. And what the Page of Swords says, once you unified your mind, body, spirit, you get a new understanding, a new appreciation of what you really need to live a quality life. And finally, the 2 of Wands. 2s are always decisions. It's deciding to go down that path. Now that your mind and body, spirit working together and you understand, you get the game, you see what works for you, you decide, okay, I'm going to go do it. It's a little bit of a walk of faith, but it's very powerful. And as you know from the card, here this guy is holding a globe. It's life-changing on every level. So if you are looking to find what you really need, get to it. That's what November is all about, because 2026, if Baba Vanja is right, the United States will be the country that loses its name, loses its purpose, loses its focus. You're going to need to depend on you. So get to it. Hey, like and subscribe, please. We got no more time, can't go any farther. I appreciate the fact that you invest whatever time you do every day as I'm doing these tarot readings. But again, like and subscribe. They're changing algorithms. They're getting very, very sneaky in terms of eliminating people, voices, opinions that they don't want on the internet. So like and subscribe, help out. Between now and the next time you and I do this thing together called tarot, peace and blessings.